What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the STS Chronicles. It's Thursday. As you already know, your boy K Styles, aka the Sixth Man. At the top of the screen on the left side, we got the Senator Mad Mike Sports.
Yeah, I'm cutting the promo right now, and I just actually finished. So your boy Mad Mike is. I'm a superhero. Yeah, I'm a superhero. What should I call myself? El Pimpito. Yeah, El Pimpito. How about that?
The radioactive eye. How about that?
Radioactive what?
The radioactive eye.
See, I want eyes. Okay, I'd rather have an eye. I don't want. I'd rather have the eyes. Okay. Nah, I don't like that one eye thing. Okay, I don't like that one eye thing.
Nah. You know what? I would make a joke, and I know Don about to make a joke right now. So Don, we're not doing that.
Yo, you know it.
And like you said, man, we got the Summer Hill Nightmare Don on the top right hand side of the game.
I'm gonna challenge everybody in the chat and everybody who come tuning in and filing in. Hey, glad y'all can join us tonight. But I want to ask y'all this question: since the Cleveland Browns came back into the fold back in 1999, can anybody name us a quarterback that started at least three straight seasons? And you cannot name Baker Mayfield.
You might as well. Well, at that point, you might as well name Methuselah as one of them.
Oh, you said something to me?
No, he was asking the question. He was asking the question to the people.
Oh, I'm about to say shit. My bad. I'm up here. I'm bad at multitasking. I'm trying to cut it.
Look. You might as well solve an algebraic equation in Braille before you come up with an answer for that shit.
Hold on, what? What fucking question?
He asked the question, can you name a Cleveland Browns quarterback that started for 3 consecutive seasons outside of Baker Mayfield?
Look, now give me that Braille, because goddamn it, I don't.
And somebody said, Jerome said Tim Couch. Couch didn't start his rookie year.
Yeah.
So 99 they count. 2000 I think he started and he got hurt most of that year. Like Couch had a lot of injuries. Like that, he cannot stay healthy at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dude was talented. Like he had. You talking about somebody that can like had a huge arm and could throw it down the field and stuff. It was him. Like if he would have stayed healthy, I think he could have kind of been up there with guys like Peyton Manning, Brady, and Roethlisberger and all those guys out of that era.
That came up. I just got a topic just after that.
Oh wow. Well, since nobody can name it, and I don't think
they got the rest of the show.
Can't nobody in Cleveland get that. They can't name that shit. How the hell we gonna name it? They don't even know.
Oh man.
But I'm talking about quarterback. Stefanski now is a quarterback killer. So
that's funny. I'm glad we're talking about this.
Yeah.
I want to talk about
Yeah, man. So it all goes. Everything's gonna tie to it, so people know what the STS is. The STS is where we have the conversation, where we're talking about the philosophical side of things and some of the conversations that we have on the outside of the game. So y'all get a chance to kind of see how we are behind the scenes. But today we're going to add a NFL element to the conversation in itself. So today's title, it is Michael Penix Jr. versus Shedeur Sanders, reputations and validations. But before we get right into that, I got a question for the fellas on the panel. And Mike gonna know exactly where I go with this. Why does it seem that the STS brings so much trouble to the camp? Why do y'all think that is?
Well, I know why.
Because it always seems like this is just my thought process on it. When we're doing normal content, when we're talking about Falcons and stuff like that, it seems like everything is fine. But once we get to the STS conversations, it seems like it's a lot of bullshit that gets brought to our front door. Why do y'all think that is?
Well, black people aren't allowed to be smart, especially the other black people. They're like other black people. Like we have a major problem with education inside the neighborhoods. Like we're supposed to. Like I knew growing up, for me personally, if you read books while you was on the school bus, you was a nerd. You got picked on. If you read books when you was at lunch, and stuff like that, like you are lame and all that type of stuff. So in black community, I know for sure that if you got caught reading the book, something wrong with you. And that's how we grew up. So black people aren't allowed to be intelligent within the black community. I mean, look, a lot of times, shit. I wouldn't say everybody, but like if you were reading books in the black community, it was largely due because your lights was off.
And the thing is, just to
I'm being
piggyback on
so
that,
serious, y'all.
yeah, you're not lying. You're not
No,
lying
you're not lying.
because the
I'm being
community,
so serious.
our community is this here. Instead of we got young, when you have your kids when they real young, right? We're taught is to entertain people.
Yeah.
That's it. And it could be playing sports or it could be being an artist or whatever the case may be. But it's just like when when we was young, you know how your mama used to do it, grandmama used to do when he had company over. They wanted us going. The only time we was around grown people, they wanted us to dance. Come on in here, dance. Come on in here, show us that moonwalk, show us dance. I'm like, but nobody ever took the time to sit to have when people come over, you have your kids sit down and read a book to the company. I had my kids do that. Like I had my kids read books. Like
My mom
we ain't doing that dance and shit. Like if you want to dance, that's your choice. But instead of showing people how talented you are dancing and stuff, show people how talented you are of telling a story, how you can read. And after you read, people ask you questions about the book, and you can answer the questions correctly.
Mm-hmm. My mom did that for us though. My mom had us all go get a library card and go get books. So my mom encouraged it. As much as she didn't give me a lot of positive affirmations or showed the love like a typical mother was, but she was very keen on us being smart and being able to to read and like she was. She did that for me. That's one thing I will say about it. But outside of that, like I said, I don't know. I don't know. K-Stop.
I mean, basically, what it come down to is you do something that's kind of outside of the norm in our community. It always looked at as a bad thing, whether it comes from reading, certain hobbies, political affiliations, and et cetera, et cetera. Um, but yeah, man, it like I said, it always comes down to we do a STS show, all of a sudden it's a brand new goddamn rumor about us and somebody complaining about what we said, and you get threatened with a lawsuit and shit. Like I said, it's always that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Look. I didn't know during the STS you can get quote you can get somebody they feeling so much they want to threaten a lawsuit. I never thought I never thought in my wildest dream that I would ever see some shit like that.
I mean, like I said, the reason why I say it is because most black people aren't allowed to be intelligent. What I meant by that, let me clarify that. When you look at the typical black person and in the neighborhood, and like I said, not everybody. Like I said, I'm kind of one of the few people that kind of grew up in both a well-off neighborhood, went to a very good school, and I grew up in the hood. So I kind of had the best of both worlds. And one neighborhood, we was looking at, like I said, quote unquote, not the cool kids, and then the other, it was normal to go to the library and everybody pick up books. Like it was completely normal. That was completely normal. So certain people, when they see certain things, they don't connect to it because that's not how they grew up. So you're not allowed to, you can't connect to those people, so they can't see when they see a person sound like me. Like I said, I know Don. All three of us got that southern slang and how we talk. We straight from Atlanta, and you can't really deny that how we talk. That's just how we talk. So people from Atlanta have always been, especially, and I know Don and Kill can kind of relate to this. Up north, northern girls love our southern slang, so they look at us a different way. So when people look at you a different way, they assume you're not as smart, you're not as intelligent, and that's what I mean by a lot of black people aren't allowed to be intelligent. You're just allowed to be black.
Yeah.
And that's how they put you in a category. They put you in a space. They assume that you're this.
Why does that sound so familiar, Michael?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we're usually put in the category of the ignorant ghetto niggas when it comes to this shit. But very interesting that it's only pertain to the within the crowd. Most of the people outside the crowd don't really look at it like that. But what happens when you got the BBB always upset at you about something?
Yeah. The BBBs, yeah, the triple Bs, yeah, they definitely look at us like that.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Juan? Yeah, Ski said I still read in high school right now. Leo said like in Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, you was a weirdo.
Oh
well,
yeah.
Well, imagine me like in Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Kung Fu movies. You think I wasn't weird?
Y'all watch Star Trek? I watch Star Trek too.
Listen. If y'all really was weird, you watch Lost in Space. Now figure that out.
Look. Let me tell y'all this. I watch Frasier.
I
Yo,
still watch
I
Frasier.
love
That's
that.
my
I
show.
love that. I love that.
That is my
People didn't
show.
like that because people didn't know like what they talking about. I'm like, bro, you gotta have a high IQ to watch this show, bro.
Bruh,
Yeah.
look. I'm gonna tell you right now. Frasier is one of them things where that's that bougie funny.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Yeah, I have Frasier. I have Frasier in a different world in heavy rotation. I am not ashamed.
Third Rock from the Sun is another one of them.
Well, my idea of a good time is watching Bob Ross and New Yankee Workshop. So yeah.
What do
Oh,
they know
God.
about that New Yankee Workshop? Let me tell y'all something right now. That New Yankee Workshop will make you feel differently about your wood. And yes, I said it.
Wow. Negro Surreal said that. He really said that.
Really
Bro,
did.
I'm not finna be watching nothing like that because I don't want to be walking around. I don't want to be walking around lying on my stuff.
Well, Don, unless you're trying to shave your wood with a thing, I don't think you're going to be doing that.
Shaking woods and
Sure.
no, I don't need to be talking about shaking woods.
Jerome said everybody has something they nerd out over certain TV shows, movies, and video games. Mine is The Walking Dead. So you said this old house.
Yes. What?
Your best friend got me watching Little House on the Prairie. So yeah.
Look. Let me tell y'all something. What y'all know about Bob Vila? If you know, you know. Bob Vila was a pimp.
Exactly.
Nah, I tried Walking Dead. I was forced by my ex-girlfriend.
Walking Dead is a show.
Look. Ski said I watch anime and that was called Whitewash. Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. So what it is it's a lot of it's a lot of everybody has certain quirks and stuff that they like that's going to be different from the crowd as per se. Like I said, man, I was the black kid in the neighborhood. Everybody loved me, but the thing about it was I was the one of the few ones that listened to rock music, especially hair metal rock music.
Listen, look,
Ray,
Ski, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I'm this old. I was watching anime when anime was on VCR tapes. When you could go, bro. Listen, when you could go to this the store in South Lake, everybody know what it was. Where I think it was the Blockbuster. You could go in the anime section and get your VCR tapes.
Boy,
I still got mine.
Boy, I used to get giddy every time we used to go to Blockbuster, bruh.
Yes, sir.
Look. Yeah, we got streaming service, but hey, did nothing beat a Friday night going to Blockbuster.
You ain't lying, boy. You ain't lying. Not even just getting a movie, bro. If you did good all week, meaning that you ain't got on nobody nerves. You did everything right at school. Your parents, your mama might let you rent a game.
What?
On a Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the perfect night. You could go in there and get 3 movies, a video game, the popcorn, the butter, and the Coke, and come home and be happy.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. A perfect Friday night back in the 90s. You get off of school, and then you get in the car. You drive to the local Pizza Hut.
Oh, so you get that too?
No, Don talking about the. Let y'all know.
Hold on. I got to get this off my chest, man.
Go ahead.
Back then, the Pizza Hut was a freestanding store. It was not in no damn plaza. All right. When you walked in there, you had to be seated by someone. You couldn't just walk in there and just sit down. No, unless you picking up a pizza. But they had a whole area on the other side for you to go pick up a pizza. But if you was going down to dine in, there was a server to sit you at your seat.
Hey, but wait, Don, that's when they had the bar in the middle of the restaurant.
Yes, that's the all you can eat bar. And
Yes,
they
sir.
had pizza,
Yes, sir.
they had salad, they had wings, boned
Yeah.
in and boneless.
Mm-hmm.
All
And
right, and then they had like different desserts and stuff like, and then they had the arcade, they had the jukebox. That jukebox was playing
Yes, they
like.
had jukebox in there.
I
yeah.
remember, man, they were wearing that crazy, sexy, and cool TLC album out
No.
on that
Look,
jukebox at the
look,
Pizza
look,
Hut.
look. Let me tell y'all how dedicated Pizza Hut was. Pizza Hut had dessert on one end and the salad on the other end, and you could go in there and get that lava cake.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yep.
chocolate lava cake.
And those
Yes.
drinks, hit so different than them red cups, man.
Oh,
Oh man, the drinks.
Oh yeah.
But I don't even like Pepsi, Pepsi products. But when cause Pizza Hut, they always serve Pepsi products. But it just something about Pepsi tastes so different than them red cups, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what it is,
oh, I
but
know.
them things be hidden, man.
I know. I
And
know. I'm gonna tell you. The lines in the cups
mm-hmm,
held the soda fizz.
yes, and let me
The
tell you another
lines in the
thing.
cups held the fizz.
Yes, and let me tell you another thing. Another reason why some people was down on a Friday night at Pizza Hut because they got those no read cards. You know those
yeah, the
when
booking
you read a
for
lot of books, you get that
Oh
free
hell yeah, boy! I had them motherfuckers lined up.
But we used to have that, and then after you dined in at Pizza Hut, you probably was there for like an hour and a half. Probably longer if you was with some friends, and your mama had somebody come along with her to keep her company. We left there. We went to Blockbuster and got 3 movies, like you said, 3 movies, and then you get the game. And you go home, and you got to watch the movie as a family first, because any movie you get at Blockbuster, it doesn't matter what the hell you wanted to do. Everybody was sitting in the living room
In
watching it
front of the
on the
one
TV, the
TV.
VCR.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
one TV with the VCR. Yep.
And you didn't say shit. You kept your mouth shut unless something funny came on the movie. You get to laugh. And
right.
so most of the time, my ass got kicked out of the room because I kept laughing too damn loud. And I kept laughing for a long time. So, but anyway, but I did that too to just go in there so I could play on the game, because we can play the game till after the movie was off. And the
Right.
weekends you can stay up late as you want to.
Exactly. Exactly.
And this
And,
lady,
and every damn Pizza Hut buffet had Michael Jackson's Moonwalker as an arcade game. For some reason,
oh
everyone
yeah,
I went.
it had 3 games. You had Altered Beast, you had Moonwalker, and I think you had some form of Street Fighter or something like that. You had a fighting game. Those 3 were
And then you
guaranteed.
Street Fighter,
Yeah,
where
and
they
then the
had Street
pinball, and
Fighter,
then
yeah.
you had the pinball game too. Either a
Now,
pinball machine or they had the little basketball thing, the hoop thing.
now, ladies and gentlemen, this is back in the era where Wendy's was Wendy's. Wendy's is where you had the bar and you could get the actual chicken salad pita. If you know, you know. That's when Wendy's had that little overhang where you could sit and look up while you eat your food.
Yeah, you talking about the sunroom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good
I
time.
remember
Yeah,
that
good
one.
time.
But
Somebody said
This is when it had this
250.
when it had real food.
Yeah, somebody just said 250 Pizza Huts are closing around the country. I'm like, well, that's their fault. Y'all need to bring back the
Man,
damn buffet
you gotta bring back the
bruh.
buffet.
and the book fair. Bring the book fair back and the buffet. I promise you. I promise you.
Boy, my
They
black
they
ass,
they, they
my
will make some
black
money.
ass will be up in that motherfucker. Why you
Dude,
fucking?
look. Let me tell y'all something. For me to get them tickets, I read the same book 8 times.
Mhm.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah. I figured out how to jip the system.
Nah,
I read.
they start that. Look, I stayed in I stayed in Avondale Estates. They start cracking down on that. You couldn't read the same book. We had to read 2, 3 books.
Yeah. You had to fucking write down what books you wrote, and
Yeah.
they had to accumulate. Oh, man, was like,
See what I did was, if it was a book with many chapters, each chapter was another book. I was that dude. I was that dude. Mm-mm.
Well,
Yeah.
You know what? This teacher used to give me all these damn book fairs because she had every teacher had a stack of those, and they used to pass them out to the students. And this teacher, she was mean as hell to me. I ain't gonna lie. She was beating me with the fucking ruler and shit, the yardstick and shit. But she used to always give me a damn book fair. I really think that was like a hush hush type thing. Don't tell your mama I'm beating on you, but he goes to book fair club. Cause I used to get like, why are you giving me these? I ain't even I read books, but like she was giving me more than what I'm like. I'm getting a lot of these damn things. Why? I'm like, I ain't gonna look. I ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah.
I'm keep racking my shit up.
Don over there getting beat. Don over there getting beat into education.
Right.
But I was already learning though. That's the thing. I had the highest grade in the damn class.
Well, yeah, like you said, because we had two types of programs when it came to that read. We had the booking club where you go to Pizza Hut, or you had it was the same thing, but we used to go to Microplay. For those that don't know what Microplay is, that was the precursor to GameStop.
Yep.
Then they had Funko Land.
And all this shit was on Riverdale Road.
Yep.
Terry Lloyd here with the $5 super chat said, look, a black man named Raheem trying to ruin the reputation of another black man named Michael Penix to hide the incompetence of said Raheem Boys. And I'm glad you said that. So, like I said, we gonna talk about these reputations and shit. Hold on. So somebody said, hold on. That dribbler Flair talk about Need for Speed Underground 2 and Mountain Dew and go home and watch Robin Big to end it off. Exactly. Sports Talk says, have y'all seen the new MJ trailer? Oh yeah. Oh yes. I think everybody and their mama gonna be we probably all gonna be sitting over there going to that Michael Jackson movie together.
I'm gonna wait a couple of weeks. I know the movie they're gonna be packed. I don't want to be packed.
We usually give it like a month and a half.
I'm just gonna stay off the internet for a couple of weeks when that shit come out, because I know everybody gonna try to tell the movie.
Fred said 2 pieces of $50 now.
I ordered some pizza the other day. They came out to like $35 or something like that. Not bad, not 35. Yeah, I think I paid like 35 for it.
Yeah, right. And guess what? And they shrunk them.
No. That's what I was about to say. I sit up there, thought I asked the large pizza. I'm looking at the large pizza. I said, bitch, this ain't no fucking large pizza. This meaty.
Where you buy your pizza from?
Don, don't start with me.
No, I'm just asking.
Because it's Domino's.
Yeah, I know Domino's. No. Domino's, yeah, that's why I'm gonna say Domino's. I don't eat Pizza Hut because that pizza too greasy. I eat Domino's, but Domino's if I'm like broke. But I always
I knew he was gonna say something.
I always support my local pizza.
See, I knew
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Domino's. Look. Domino's shrink their pizza. I got to go to Johnny's New York Pizza. I need to get. I need to see. Yeah, I need to see.
I don't like that sauce. I don't like Papa John's sauce.
Papa John's sell like they put what is it? Baking soda in there.
No,
they put baking soda in there.
No, it tastes like cough syrup, bro. It tastes like some Robitussin cough syrup.
Well, see, the thing is, I got a homeboy that been working there in Union City, so I get the lowdown on stuff.
Please don't do that.
Oh no! I ain't gonna. I just
he go.
No. He just told me about the size versus the price. I was like, yeah, I get it. I go to Johnny's, bro.
Look. 2 pizza spots I go to is Johnny's Pizza and Anthony's Pizza.
Now I'm gonna tell you, they got a good one in Fairburn. If y'all know about it, Oz Pizza right there in downtown Fairburn. Yes.
No, the best pizza in the city is Grand Central.
Grand Central.
Yes, over here by Grant Park. That pizza good as hell, bro.
Okay.
And the pizza's huge. And like they small pizzas are huge.
Yeah,
Every
you
time
go.
I go in that, look, every time I go in that, they already know what I want. They already know you want the pesto pizza, and then you want the they used to call it the cardiac arrest, but
Yeah, I
they
know
took
about
the
that.
name out. Yeah, so it's called the meat lovers pizza now.
Yeah,
Mm.
they got 5 different. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But
Mm-hmm.
now if you go to your pizza pie in Fayetteville, you can make it how you want it, and it's brick oven.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely love that brick oven. But let's go and get right into it. We already getting pizza spot got their
Yeah,
recommendation.
and drip LaFleur. Look, I heard Goodfellas pizza is good, man.
Yeah.
That's another good place too.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you know what, Terry Lloyd? You don't do that. Don't do don't do that, Terry. Don't do that. Don't do that, Terry. Don't do
I'll start Papa John endorsing.
Y'all, bro. Damn.
But Papa John, hey, look, fuck them.
Bro, I don't give a damn about no look. Motherfucker, I get some grocery store pizza before I get that bullshit.
Hey, look, I used to call it Papa Slobs because that's what it felt like.
It's like I'm drinking watered down tomato sauce. Like,
Name alone is just Papa John. Like for real, Papa John's. Who would want to eat some stuff from Papa John's?
But you know what though? It ain't the same because when the guy that owned it actually did it, the pizza was better quality. But I'd have been to Mellow Mushroom. I used to go to the one in Buckhead.
Mellow Mushroom's good too.
Yeah.
The one over there by Grady House, the Grady Stadium, that's the best one.
oh my God! I told you, John, they gonna ruin pizza.
I just ate pizza before I get.
Oh no, Jerome! Look, Jerome said right here, and look, I agree
with this. Bruh, yes sir.
You ain't lying.
Hey, but look, let me tell you the quality now. Let me tell you the difference now. If you get the school pizza that got the look like the little tan lines on the back, that ain't it. The one look like it's a mattress. When you flip it over, got them little holes in it. That's the pizza.
That's it.
That's how you tell.
That's all they gave us. They gave us the good stuff. We had good variety of food at Avondale.
But look, we had that pizza, that sausage pizza, that breakfast pizza was hitting too. Like just all their pizza was hitting, man. I miss those days, bro. I miss those days.
Hey man, we keep talking about some damn food, boy.
We can't keep talking about food, okay?
Look. We about damn lost track of what the damn show is about, man. We gotta have a whole food show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But we'll do that, man. So like you said, y'all got 30 minutes of unholy alliance banter. Like you said, man. So the topic today is, like I said, Michael Penix versus Shedeur Sanders. And this is not a quote unquote quarterback skill comparison, but we're using these two as an example to kind of explain what Robert Greene calls Law 5 of reputation guarded with your life. Now, as we already know, just these past couple days after Mr. Matt Ryan and the Falcons introduced Ian Cunningham, and the question came up by Barzano Messias about the quarterback position, in which Matt Ryan answered that question is, it's not my job, the head coach. I'm not the head coach, so the head coach is going to quote unquote determine who the quarterback is for 2026. It's been a narrative, it's been a talking point going on in the sports world as far as now Michael Penix is looked at as an afterthought. So going to the next day, you had First Take talk asking the question: was Michael Penix a regrettable draft pick for the Atlanta Falcons? I'm like, damn, this motherfucker really is getting the Matt Ryan Desmond Ridder treatment right now. But let me see. I'm trying to see if this is going to show up right. So at so your boy Penix went on to Twitter. So this is actually the Instagram post. I don't know if y'all can really see it that well.
I can see it.
Okay. So
do you want me to read it?
Yeah, you go ahead and read it. We can break it down piece by piece because I know everybody's kind of been talking about this quote, this post all day. A lot of the big radio stations, the 92.9 games, the 680s and stuff like that has been kind of breaking down and trying to decipher this post. So we're going.
Can I say something first?
Go ahead.
Jerome, bro, I saw that. First of all, Stephen A. Smith having a hard time keeping his daggone hairline forward, so we don't need to hear nothing.
Yeah. We go yeah. Like, hold on. We gonna talk about that one. I know exactly where you want to go with that. Let's get this comment though. We're gonna kind of bring it all together with that.
Right.
We're gonna get to that point. Right. Because I think it's important to hear what he had to say. And then get to your point.
Right.
All right. So he said, as a man, you carry a lot of pressure each and every day, pressure to provide for your family, pressure to succeed in everything you do in life, pressure of letting everybody around you down. But one thing I never did and never will do is fold in the face of it. Everything I've been through to this point made me into who I am today, and I wouldn't change a thing. I come from the mud, literally, and I get in this. It's hard to kind of read that. I hate black lettering. I hate black backgrounds. It fucks with my eyes. But say I get this far. I didn't get this far by mistake. I never had no. And my road to success was never easy, and I'm still just scratching the surface. All the pain, uncertainties, not knowing what will come next. Good God, I hate this background. That background.
What God has planned for me, no man can take that away. I never needed no sympathy. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Proud. How can you ever be mad at me when all I ever did was try to feed my family? No, how can you tell me I can't do something and you don't know what it took for me to get there? I'm a walking testimony. Not too many people can say they've been through what I've been through and still have the determination to keep going. Some people might think I'm crazy or saying they would quit a long time ago, but that will never be me. They ain't how I was raised. I'm forever going to stand 10 toes to show why God is almighty and will never put me in a situation that I can't get through. Whatever you at right now in my story, stay there. I never needed motivation or a pat on the back. All I ever needed was an opportunity. And as long as I got breath, I got that. The turtle race continues.
Year 2.
Now, with that being said, this is what y'all got to understand. Nobody gave Brady the business when he first came in the league, being picked so far down the line. You know why? Because Brady had Belichick as a coach. Nobody really gave Matt Ryan a lot of guff until he got to the Super Bowl. You know why? Because he had a decent coach. All this that Penix is writing comes off the back of a man who did not put him in a good position to be successful. He's basically telling you right then and there, fuck the media, fuck that coaching staff, and fuck anybody else that ain't have his back. Because that's exactly what that's about. You didn't have my back. You sent me out there. You didn't coach properly. I got hurt. Now you want to discard me. Fuck you. That's exactly what that is. And honestly, I don't blame him. Because we sat here week after week watching the fucking debacle. And then you got people like Stephen A. Smith who ain't played a lick of football and can damn near hang on to his hairline, talk about what this man can't do. How about you pull your hairline forward, sir?
What you say, hairline tendonism falling off the bone?
This nigga hairline is like the equator. It's half on and half off. The fuck you talking about? You barely played basketball. How you gonna tell a man that had surgery on his leg what he can't do?
Mm-hmm. But all right, Don, what your thoughts on that is, man?
One thing I got from this is never to piss off a true Christian man.
Yep.
Real Christians, if you know what I'm talking about, they know who a real Christian is. And Penix is one of those guys. Now, the problem I have is the fact that the lack of no accountability or fingers being pointed to guys like Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson. I said this almost 2 years ago. Y'all got Kirk Cousins in free agency, and it cost us a lot. Not only in millions of dollars of cap space, but it also cost us a fifth round pick in the 2025 draft, which we really needed, but whatever. And then months later, you drafted this kid from Washington, Michael Penix Jr. I said this, and I know I said this on the show that night when we drafted him. All of us was irate about it. I said, I don't even think we have people on this staff to develop this kid. You remember what? You remember that I said that, Mike?
I remember it.
Yeah. I don't think we have anybody on this staff to develop this kid. Who's the quarterback coach? Who's the pass game coordinator? Zach Robinson, okay, yes, he was quarterback coach with the Rams, but he had already developed Jared Goff when he started in 2019, because Jared Goff was still on the team, I believe. Jared Goff already played in the Super Bowl before he even got there. So he was already a polished quarterback, a developed quarterback. Then they brought in Matthew Stafford, again, a veteran. So I said this. I'm like, we don't have nobody on this staff to develop Michael Penix. I'm like, I said, unless they bring somebody from Washington that was on that offense to come help him develop, then I don't see how he's going to develop. But I said he has the talent. He's a good quarterback, but you got to get him NFL ready. And I really think Zach Robinson did not want it that wasn't in his plans when he came from Los Angeles to develop a young quarterback. They just wanted to utilize somebody that's been in the league for several years that ran this type of offense in Kirk Cousins.
They wanted to get a Super Bowl ring by default, like they've been doing.
Yeah, they wanted to wish and do it the lazy way. They wanted to be lazy. And now you like, first off, Penix played decent, this season before his injury. The play calling did not help him at all. The lack of, mentorship and coaching to develop this kid was absent. So this is what we got out of Michael Penix. And again, it's not Penix's fault. It's the team's fault. It's the regime fault. Now, all of them jokers are gone now. Matt Ryan is the president of football. This man has played this position. Matt Ryan played at a high level. And you go, I don't know if y'all watched the interviews with Torrey McElhaney and the other guys, DJ Shockley. They just came out with an episode. Y'all need to go watch that. But they clearly said that you brought in Matt Ryan, a guy who played at a high level, who understands the position and the tools that you need to succeed. You not knowing that Matt Ryan ain't trying to do everything to help this kid out now?
You're doing that since day one.
Like, I'm like, it's been a matter of months that this kid's confidence got killed by Raheem and Zach Robinson. And now this man has built his confidence. In that post he made, he got his confidence back because of the moves we made. And the media now, they want to sit here and say, well, Matt Ryan, they don't think Michael Penix is the long-term plan in Atlanta. Well, they're going to get rid of him. Ain't nobody said that. All they said in the press conferences were, we are looking it's day to day with his rehab. That's it. And if he's not going to be ready, guess what? We'll figure it out. We'll bring somebody in that can play, a few games, and until he gets back. Could be a Joe Flacco, could be whoever. We'll see. But we're not going to hear that news if he can't suit up week 1 to like June. Ain't nothing happened yet, you guys. The season ain't even nowhere near.
They haven't even listened to the interview with Zach Klein.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know, listen to the interview with Mike Penix and Zach Klein. If you want to know, listen to what Blank said. Blank said Michael Penix is their guy. Matt Ryan has already said Michael Penix is their guy. Mike Penix said, hey, as long as my doctor is cool with me playing and the team agree with it, if I'm there, I'm there. I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all need to learn about this fan base when it comes to the media. The more the fans complain about it, it's the right thing to do. Normally, when the fans agree to it wholeheartedly, it's the dumbest move they've ever made.
People have to understand Tommy Reese, and I'm gonna get to Tommy Reese was also brought in. This man, the purpose of him being brought in when he was up there at Cleveland is because he does a good job at protecting quarterbacks who has prior injuries. They brought him in because Deshaun Watson, because Stefanski and all of those guys, they still thought you gotta get what the hell you gotta get out of Deshaun at this point. You paying him all that money, it's guaranteed. You just gotta figure it out. Gabriel already had some injuries already in college. So that's why that's why Reese was brought in. Same thing in Alabama. Like, he brought in, Milroe had prior injuries before that season in 23.
Well, yeah, and it said, where can you find the interview with Mike and Zach? It should be on YouTube. I think you just got to type in Michael Penix and Zach Klein.
Yeah, because they blasted it all over Twitter for a minute. But yeah, it's on YouTube.
Right. But the reason why we're talking about this is because of the quote unquote reputation. Like, when I look at a post like that, I look kind of agree with Don and Juan about a guy who's finally getting his confidence back. It just looked like a guy who felt his reputation got shot by the very his reputation got shot because of the guys who he was supposed to look up to, which is the coaches and stuff that he had, but the ones that allowed the outside noise to bullshit with his reputation. Because you have to remember at this point in time when he got drafted, what was one of the main things everybody kept saying, regardless of the outside of the injuries, they kept pushing him to be the next Mike Vick.
Right.
So what it was it set the expectation that, okay, yeah, we're going to get the next Mike Vick. Now, why they outside of him being black, do-rag, left-handed, strong arm, the play styles for the black are completely different. But it was the fact, and this is why I said that he where his reputation got shot and it got destroyed in Atlanta, especially last year, because people finally found out, which lets me know most of the people down here don't watch anything outside of UGA football, that Penix is not Vic. The ESPNs found out Penix is not Vic. And I want Mike to answer this question right here that I have. And I want all y'all to ask this question for yourself. If he can't play under center, and this is a common sense question. If you bring in a quarterback who can't play under center, it's two parts of this. One, what is the quarterback coach doing? Because the quarterback coach, the quarterback coaches, the offensive coordinators, who are supposedly a quarterback coach, is not supposed to cater to what the player does well. It's supposed to teach the guy to perfect his weaknesses. If he under center.
Exactly.
So instead of asking the question of why Penix can't play under center, the question you need to be asking now is what is the quarterback coach doing? You're in practice with this dude for 2 years, and if he can't quote unquote play under center, that's an indictment on DJ Williams and Zach Robinson.
Exactly.
Because TJ Yates, because we got to remember the majority of the quarterbacks coming out of college play under center on average of less than 30% of the time. That's every fucking quarterback that's coming out of college.
I got something to say.
Right.
Hold on. Wait.
Go ahead, Mike.
See, this is why Raheem should be banned out of football altogether. He should be banned out of football altogether. Fuck Zach Robinson, but Raheem he should never get another head coaching job anywhere at any given time.
Yeah.
Because just see, this is how ignorant this is. And I think anybody that's taking this as any sort of confirmation, because he's hurt. But anybody that takes that in consideration, yeah, he can't bend down. Just think about this. Why is he even playing football if he can't bend his knees?
How did we
Exactly.
run? How did we
I'm
run?
right. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do this.
Let's land it.
That's one thing. If he can't bend down, if he can't bend his knees, why is he playing football? Why is he getting a college scholarship? That's one. Two, how did he even get to his third, fourth year, fifth, sixth year of eligibility if he could not? That means the doctors, that means the head coaches, that means assistant coaches, everybody else was lying somewhere on his reports. That's two. Three, why are you drafting a guy in the first round if he can't bend his knees? So this right here, this has nothing to do with Michael Penix. The questions what we asking right here is the question that needs to be answered because this dude got 7 years and 6 years in college, and 2 of them were because of injuries. And you tell me that he made it out of all those years, and doctors approve him, and he can't bend his knees. See, this is where questions come, and you got to say to yourself, like, all right, what the doctors say? Okay, he can't bend his knees. Why is this guy even playing football? Why are you even allow him to play football if he can't bend his knees? See, these are the questions they don't want you to ask. This is why these stupid idiots like Stephen A. Smith should be fired and they should never be able to speak on anybody's name ever again. Is because they don't even answer these questions. They are getting on social media platforms with millions of people brainwashing these fans into thinking that these guys are absolute trash. And a nigger, an Nigga, Nigger, and Raheem, he's doubling down on this and going out his way to further shit on this dude's reputation. That's some nigger shit, okay? That's what niggers do. I'm talking about the niggers that look like that was in the cotton fields telling on other niggas. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those.
You talk about the Stevens of the world.
I'm talking about those. No, I'm talking about those. Because that's what, like, this man had a job as a head coach to tell the truth and to follow proper protocol. And you're telling me as a fan that the quarterback that you and this organization chose can't bend his knees. And you got on live TV in front of millions and millions of people and told us that this is the guy that you invest in your future in. You invested your future in a guy that can't bend his knees, and now we're supposed to trust you. We're supposed to trust the organization that is in.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to trust Raheem when you blatantly lied to us that said he was healthy. Y'all was because that's what y'all said. Y'all said with a straight face that Michael Penix was healthy. And then on one hand, you say he's more comfortable in shotgun. He don't really want to bend his knees like that. Okay? So this is a deeper issue at hand that has nothing, in my humble opinion, that has nothing really to do with me. Because if Michael Penix isn't healthy, why the hell did he get 6 years in college? Why the hell did he get drafted? Why the hell did he get drafted in the first round? Somebody lied somewhere.
There's one word. Sabotage.
I was about to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is Kevin Stefanski sabotaged Shedeur, but don't nobody want to talk about the real sabotaging that Zach Robinson and Raheem Morris did to Michael Penix Jr.
Let me go over the cardinal rules for a coach, okay? And I've said this many times. Number one, the cardinal rule for a coach is the welfare of your players above everything else. That's number one. Number two, your job is to put your players in the best position to win. That's number two. Okay. Number three is to correct or develop players' weaknesses, strengths, and accountability. And number 4, coach should have the accountability of the entire team, regardless of what goes down, good or bad. You did not and was not trying to protect your player, develop your player, and correct any mistakes. And you didn't take accountability. Why are you in the league? Because had you done your job, this young man wouldn't have gotten hurt. You deliberately and strategically allowed this young man to get blasted over and over again by calling the wrong plays that did not fit this young man's skill set. And other teams, I don't care how good your O-line is. I don't care how good your O-line is. I don't care if you got every Hall of Famer that ever played the O-line in front of Michael Penix. If you call the wrong plays, he's going to get blasted. Does not matter. He was set up to fail because Raheem, gutter mouth, greasy ankles ass Morris wanted to prove that his Kirk Cousin experience was still going on. And I said that from the first week. That's why Penix is hurt. He not hurt because he was a reckless player. He not hurt because, you know what I'm saying, they fell on him wrong. He's hurt because you put him in a position that he shouldn't have been in the first damn place. And I told y'all after week 3, that was sabotage. And I lit the whole damn hill on fire. Fuck dying on it. I lit the shit on fire, and I'm still sitting there. It was sabotage.
And we got another $5 from Terry Lloyd. Said the first clue was how Raheem can and blaming Desmond Ritter, who didn't get any development neither.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
He came in shitting on the quarterback. Like, come on, y'all. The dude is patterns with this guy. This dude, Raheem, should never, ever get another head coaching job. He should never be in leadership ever again.
Look what he did to Josh Freeman.
He did it to Freeman, bro. It's like this is what he does. This is who he is. He's a snake. I told y'all he's a snake. That smile, that fake ass smile he got. You can see it. And I'm not just talking about, I'm not picking on his physical appearance and all that type of shit. All I'm saying is you can see the bullshit behind the smile. That smile is, look, all he did was go get his teeth fixed just so he can lie better. Okay, that's all the fuck he did.
So you mean tell me they just glued some chiclets in his mouth so he could take a photo op?
That's it. So he can lie better to people. Look,
and 49er fans, they all happy because they got Raheem. I'm like, okay,
they gonna see.
Look,
y'all got Dumb and Dumber on y'all sideline.
Look, I hope y'all got that's Ivory and Greasy. I hope y'all got y'all Vaseline ready.
They go for both. Kyle been fucking y'all over since he got there, and y'all just doubling down on it.
Right, no, the Kyle been fucking y'all over, and then Raheem just gonna make it feel a little bit easier.
Right. but this is what we're talking about with reputation, is because now, like I said, once again, as on average, when we're talking about quarterbacks, we're talking about quarterbacks it's usually a 3 to 4 year. It's usually a 3 to 4 year thing where you figure out what your quarterback is about.
Round 3, that 3.5 year, like halfway through that 3rd or 4th year, that's when you figure out what a quarterback, what his skills are in regards to how it correlates to the NFL. It's around that 3 to 4 year.
But once again, in the land of the ATL, the quarterback's career has already been determined by less than 10 games.
Yeah, and it's a common occurrence right now.
So when we're talking about reputation, The definition of what reputation is the cornerstone of power. It allows you to intimidate and win without ever having to engage in a direct fight. However, once that reputation is cracked, you become vulnerable to attacks from all sides.
Yep. That's it.
And it said the halo effect is a strong reputation for competence or honesty makes people overlook minor mistakes. Hold on, where it goes? I'm trying to find the other definition. But it's kind of the opposite when we're talking about Shedeur Sanders, because they used Shedeur's reputation. They protected Shedeur's reputation by using the Atlanta Falcons as a villain to protect his reputation and sell the Pro Bowl game.
In other words, y'all went ahead and allowed the media to turn Atlanta Falcons into the NAACP for a person that ain't even on the damn team. Y'all basically affirmative actioned his ass into the Pro Bowl.
Well, they tried to do his dad like that. That's the thing. Is the problem is they tried to put Dion in the grave a couple years ago. But and I'll just say thank God for Nick Saban. He didn't fall for it. But they tried to use Nick Saban to take Dion down and cause to pretty much put his reputation in the crapper, because college football didn't like the fact that what he did at Jackson State. They didn't like that. They hated the fact that he created so much money for a lot of these students that otherwise wouldn't have gotten it. And Nick Saban, they talked it out. They came up with a deal and all that type of stuff. So the college football, they realized Dion is a powerhouse. So essentially, with that, a lot of those people that that was still in their feelings about that, they took it out, and they are still taking it out on Shedeur Sanders. But the interesting twist, fast forward a bit, is we're right now, and what we're talking about there earlier today, K-Style, is that now the NFL is trying to use Shedeur Sanders to steal their product, because they know that if you can't beat them, you might as well join them.
That's it. Because think about it. They neutralized Shiloh. They weren't worried about him. They neutralized him. They couldn't neutralize Shedeur like that. Because remember, everybody was talking about Shiloh too, and guess what happened? When he didn't pan out so well in Tampa, they swept him under the rug.
But the thing about with Shiloh wasn't expected. He wasn't really expected to be that great just for the team.
Right.
So he didn't really matter. But you have to remember, Shedeur Sanders had the fanfare coming out of college being the best quarterback out of the draft.
Yep.
And like you said, the argument can be out there and it can be made. Like you said, only time is going to tell right now. But it was the fact that he fell that far down, and it looked like sabotage from the NFL. That's why I said Shedeur Sanders kind of became a martyr to the football fans. So he in wrestling terms, he didn't organic, but he became a babyface. He became Rey Mysterio Jr.
Look. Let's be honest. They did not like the fact that, number one, who his dad was. They did not like the fact of what his dad did in college. They definitely did not like the fact that Tom Brady took a liking to this young man and helped him out. Y'all didn't like that. They didn't like that. Because how dare you break all the rules at being quarterback doing this? How dare you? And that's what it was. That's what it was. But here's the thing that's backfiring on the NFL. Shedeur didn't really have a whole season to prove himself. He didn't have a whole season to prove himself as a rookie.
Right.
So technically, you've only seen maybe a couple of preseason game snaps out of this young man. And y'all tried to make up for it by putting him in the Pro Bowl. And why? Because that was y'all way of getting back at Stefanski for being hired by the Falcons.
Mm-hmm. And like, but that's what I'm saying. Because you got to realize with the Pro Bowl, especially on the AFC side, a lot of guys turned down the invitation. I think it said Trevor Lawrence turned down the invitation. I think Justin Fields turned down an invitation. So Shedeur Sanders became kind of like he became the next guy up that they was asking to come in. Because you have to remember in the Pro Bowl games, the NFL family reunion games, the AFC quarterbacks were Joe Burrow, Joe Flacco, and Shedeur Sanders. So that lets you know right then and there, either everybody hurt or nobody want to go.
It's too many damn games. This is what happens when you try to make so much money off of the league with extending you extending the season for the most part. These players don't have time to rest their bodies. Nope. So they don't want to do anything. They don't want to travel. They want to take the 2 months because let's keep it real. As soon as it gets, March, they got to start getting their body back together in March. So they got January. A lot of them got to January. Most of the league got January outside of 2 teams. And they got January and February. But outside of January and February, I'm gonna just make it hardcore. You got 2 months to fuck your wife and get back to playing football.
Yep.
That's what you got.
Yeah.
Say hello to your kids. You got 2 months to screw your wife, have sex with your wife, spend time with your wife and your kids, and get right back to work, traveling. Because you got to travel, especially if you're a free agent. You got to travel to go where? See where you're going. The next team you're gonna be going. So you're never at home. So you got 2 months to do all that. They don't want to do that. So this is the NFL. The NFL's fault that we are in this position. Like I said, a lot of people don't really like how I come across, be graphic, but let's keep it real. It ain't shit cool about not being able to see your family because you playing football and getting your ass smoked on that football field, breaking legs and spraining ankles and shit like that. And then you gotta, hey man, you want to go to the Pro Bowl? Hell no, I don't want to go no damn Pro Bowl. And do what? Stand in front of a camera?
Right. I didn't have to get cussed out by the GM and the head coach as well as the fans after my team they lost so many games. I got to turn back around and show up. Will y'all still booing my ass? No, I'm good.
Because the thing about it is, and just on the reputation in itself, and that's why I use Michael Penix, and that's why I kind of use Shedeur Sanders, because it's the tail opposites of what we're talking about when it comes to reputation, where you have one side where Michael Penix's reputation is shot because of incompetence of said coaching staff and not actually doing their damn job and trying to get him on the right path if he can't do something. And then you have a Shedeur Sanders who's on the other side of the spectrum where his reputation is not only protected, but it's boosted on the back of the Atlanta Falcons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the thing, and with the media kind of manipulating that, because everybody knows Deion Sanders is revered down here. Is revered down here in Atlanta. So, what's the best way to do it to boost the reputation? Because on that note, one of the main things one of the main things is to destroy the reputation of your rivals. That's also a talking point within that law, which says it's the darker side. It suggests that if you're in a power struggle, the most effective way to win is not to argue with your opponent, but to open holes in their reputation. Once the public doubts them, they are forced to defend themselves, losing their offensive momentum.
Yep. Guard your reputation with your life. 48 laws of power.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is with Shedeur, Shedeur, they used Shedeur, they used the Atlanta Falcons, they used the Kevin Stefanski quote unquote thing to boost his reputation up even more.
Now here's where the double-edged sword part comes in at it. Fast forward to September, right? What happens going forward if Stefanski's out here now and Michael Penix does show up week 1, and because these guys are behind him, he actually becomes the quarterback we think he can be? And what happens if Shedeur continues to slide? Now what?
But like you said, that's why I say it's the double-edged sword. Like I said, you have to let all the stuff play out like it did. This is why they brought in a Alex Van Pelt. This is why you bring in a Tommy Reed. This is why you bring in a lot of guys who are former OCs. Because that's what you're doing is you're covering your ass on a lot of aspects, where instead of you having a head coach with a makeshift coaching staff that you are questioning whether they can coach or develop quarterback, you're bringing in all the quarterback development guys. So you give Michael Penix no excuse to try to get better, and you'll have a better gauge to know if he's the guy for the future or not.
Right. On top of that, having a O-line coach with a ton of experience.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the thing that y'all gonna have to. This is the crow that y'all gonna have to eat, because if they put it together correctly, and Mike Penix becomes who we think he is, now you gotta say, now what? And I told y'all this a couple shows ago. Every coach does not respond the same to every team and every organization.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all are dumping on Stefanski because of what he did what he did in Cleveland. But you got to understand, this is a whole different organization. The team is structured different, and they got a lot of playmakers. He's got a lot of room to do a lot better. I'm telling you, the man shows out. What you gonna say then?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say this one with this coaching staff on the offensive line. It's like on this offensive staff. They are their brother's keeper.
Yep.
Their brother's keeper.
You're right.
They're specifically put in a position not to fail, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. What did Mike say? You are looking at the team through the eyes of a quarterback.
What?
And that's exactly the way it's structured.
Yep. If Tommy Reese, if he's weak, guess what? Somebody there to catch him. Somebody there to step in.
Mm-hmm.
Like with us, we are brothers. If K-Styles needs something, I come in to help, or Mike come in to help, or Warren come in to help, or Sam and Truth,
and vice versa. But it's that camaraderie that we have is what causes a lot of problems in a lot of people's eyes, because they're not used to seeing that. But John here we got a couple questions. And John asked, "What is the reason for sabotage?" I don't understand why a coach would sabotage and think he could get away with it. Rich McKay.
Because he can. Because
Rich McKay. That's all.
John, I'll go back. Look at every team Raheem has been on. Exactly. Look at every team Raheem has been on. Whether he was interim head coach, or coordinator, Raheem benefited from doing the least amount of work and gaining the most from everybody else around him. This is the reason why I told people, do not get caught up in the fact that this man was on teams that won Super Bowls. He got his rings by default. He got his rings by doing the same shit he did in Atlanta, standing there looking stupid, chewing gum. Plain and simple.
Let me say this, man. Have y'all ever seen I know we've seen Tom and Jerry quite a few times.
Yeah.
And every time Jerry would get in trouble, he would go outside and he would stand by that old doghouse. Y'all remember that doghouse?
Mm-hmm.
Who's in that doghouse? Who's in the doghouse?
Talking about Butch the Bulldog.
Butch the Bulldog. Tom would just do shit just because he could. He would sucker Jerry Thumb into coming outside and try to do something, and Butch would be right there to beat the shit out of Tom.
Yep.
Just because he could. This is exactly how Raheem is. He got the Shanahans, he got them Gibbs, and a lot of he got Dungy, he got McKay, and a lot of people in there. He just do it because he know he can get away with. He feel he can get away with it. When you know you have backup and you know people can't touch you, you do shit just because. When you haven't worked for it, you do shit just because I can.
Yep.
That's it. And people up here telling me, man, I just don't understand why he would sabotage. Because he know he got backup. He know he gonna get a job at DC. He know he gonna get another DC job or another job for somebody else. And he got the job right in San Francisco like he wasn't an absolute piece of shit here.
But who did he follow? He followed a piece. He followed a piece.
That's what I'm saying. It don't even matter. He's sabotaging shit because he fucking can.
Right. And he followed
it. You would have talked about it that sabotaged us 8-9 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He followed a piece of shit that sabotages right in front of him. So yeah, they hanging together.
People up in man, I just don't understand why he would do that to himself. Why would he put himself? Because he can.
He knew his ass was gone, and Robert Salah and Kyle Shanahan knew Robert Salah was gonna be gone too. Robert Salah knew he was gonna get him another head coaching job because let's be real, the Jets is just like the Browns. They're a horrible, dysfunctional ran organization. So
Raheem thought. He was hoping that this Kirk Cousins experiment was going to get him to the playoffs so he could sit up there and brag and say, I did the least amount of work and got my team the furthest. That's what he wanted.
So basically what you're saying is Raheem Moore's whole ideology is law number 7 in the 48 laws of power.
Yeah.
Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit.
That part right there.
Yep.
That part. And guess what that is? That is the quintessential definition of a manager.
Yep.
Not a leader, not a CEO, a manager.
Why does that sound familiar?
Because a lot of you people that are listening to this right now have that same person on your job. That's the definition of a manager.
Mm.
He wasn't a head coach, he was a manager.
Right.
He was a manager with a car salesman face.
Yeah. Exactly. And Fred here said Penix was Blank's guy and Raheem didn't like it.
Right.
The sport pugilant kid who didn't get his way.
Well, remember what I said now. Remember what I said. I said after that 2024 season, what happened? Raheem acted like the little scolded kid where his daddy told him, all right, next time you do that, I'm whoop your ass. So he went in the room and started plotting his revenge. and he said, "Well, I'm gonna show old man. I'm gonna make Kirk Cousins better than Penix."
I really think they sabotaged that game against when we played against Washington back in the 24 season. Because we would have
Raheem,
won that game. We would have won that game. We would have made the playoffs.
well, remember, Raheem had a set amount of games where he sabotaged the damn season. You remember that? The
Yeah.
closer we got to the playoffs, and the games that mattered for us to get into the playoffs, he didn't coach. If you notice, he didn't start coaching this season until after he knew we couldn't get to the playoffs.
Yep.
And then we won them last 4 games. Like, how do you just miraculously go back on a winning streak skid when you were in every damn game except for that Panthers game?
Again, another exhibit G, sabotage.
Yeah. You practically said, all right, we're gonna go in North Carolina, and guess what? We ain't gonna do a damn thing. We're gonna let them have it.
And then all of a sudden, when your ass is grass and you up out of there, you certainly get have common sense. Hey, mama, yeah, I know I'm in jail. I know I'm behind bars. I know I'm behind. I'm gonna do right. You start doing right for 6 months, and then your ass right back out there doing the same bullshit. That motherfucker knew exactly what he was doing the whole time. Raheem is. I told y'all from the very beginning, don't trust that son bitch. All that giggling and all that bullshit is a fake ass bravado for absolute nothing. He's a spoiled ass Nepo baby that got backup.
For now. He got backup for now because that rope runs out too.
Because his daddy, and I'm talking about his daddy and the Shanahans and all those guys. Those are his daddies.
You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. The jokes would be ferocious. I'm not going there.
No. I meant what I'm saying. Just call them daddy. Look. You just use your imagination with that.
Call him daddy.
Daddy's home.
That man called his daddy. That's how you get called that. Like, how you get fired? And you look like absolute shit, and then turn around, you get a job with the 49ers. Y'all don't think he called daddy?
I'd like to take this moment.
A guy like Rex Ryan, they don't have multiple Super Bowls and multiple top defenses, and they can't get a job. But this some bitch who ain't never did shit can get a job with the 40 man kid though. That man bending over, shaking that thing like Glorilla for Brandon Ingram, okay? You can't tell me that. Like, you're not gonna tell me that he could, like, he's just no.
So, Mike, what you saying is he hanging off the nuts like pubic hair?
Man, he hanging on that motherfucker like Tarzan, swinging from tree to tree. Okay.
Watch out for that tree.
All this stuff. Look, man.
I'm about to beat myself.
I'm just saying, yo.
Boom.
Look, man, you can't tell me, man. Like, you can't tell me that all these other guys, that Van Joseph, they can't get a head coaching job. This son bitch can go to team to team and get a defensive coordinator after he look like shit. Man, get out of my damn face, man.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Hey, look.
Oh,
Hey,
I guess that's why. Look, I guess that's why I get in trouble a lot, because people try to like say. I guess why we get in trouble, because people like to try to say stupid shit, and they really dress it up, even with facts, and then you're supposed to believe it. Like, bro, get out of here! You cannot gonna tell me that a Rex Ryan can't get a job in the NFL for being an actual good defensive coordinator. That guys like right off the top of my head. Damn, Don, what's your God damn it, Martindale, Don Wink Martindale. These
Wink
guys
Martindale,
like they can't get jobs in the NFL, but that son of a bitch and Raheem can get one. Man, look, man, that man's swinging from tree to tree, bro.
Yeah, that's because, like you said earlier, Raheem can be. Here's the deal: when you know you can't coach worth shit, they can control you because you're highly expendable. They keep Raheem around to keep what they call quote unquote troublemakers out of the NFL. Because at this point, it's not about revolutionizing the game or a team. It's about who can bring us the most money. So if Raheem's hijinks get on ESPN and Fox News and all this other stuff, that's good money for the NFL. See, that's what. If y'all look back at the slavery stuff, what's the one thing they do? They had a one black man dance for he go in there, he dance in front of all of the little white people that's over the plantation. That's entertainment. They don't care how dumb he is. They don't care, you know what I'm saying? If he break a leg or whatever, he entertaining. That's
it.
That's it. So that's what we call buck dancing. That's all it is. That's all it is.
He got a job, but a guy like Steve Wilkes is still unemployed.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Because here's the deal. A good coach is going to not only hold himself, the team, and the organization accountable, he gonna hold the media accountable. That's why they ain't like Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith wasn't a bad coach. He just held the media accountable.
Exactly. But also, like you said, man, if y'all liking the conversation, y'all make sure y'all go and hit all the buttons, all the like, comment, share, subscribe, all whatever. But I do got one question. I do got one question too. I gotta ask the fellas here, and we're going right back to this reputation conversation. I don't know if y'all remember a while back ago. I think it was like about a month and a half ago. We actually did one of these STS conversations. Might have been an STS, or this might have been a regular show. There was a particular guy that came in the chat. I think his name was Thomas Bone or something like that.
Yeah, T-Bone. Yep.
T-Bone, yeah, something like that. And remember, he came right into the chat, and literally the comment that he had was, so is it true? So is the reputation of y'all, is it true?
I remember that.
Now, let me repeat that. It was a random guy who really didn't come to this chat that often.
Mm-hmm.
Came in here and asked me and Mike, was the reputation about y'all, or is it true about the reputation that y'all have? Now, I remember this correct, because the crazy thing about it is this comment right here was actually the inspiration of this show, actually.
Yep.
And I remember when I saw the comment, I asked the question, so what is the reputation?
Oh, he ran for the hills, boy. He ran for the hills.
No. Look, Juan, this is what happened. So when he asked the question about, is the reputation of y'all true? And I asked the question, so what reputation are you talking about? His answer was, never mind, and he left the chat.
Mm-hmm.
What? You mean to tell me he pulled that skirt down?
Yep, he ran for the hills.
Interesting.
I don't know if a lot of people remember that. But it was very interesting to me, and I never addressed it before. But like I said, this is what we're talking about when it comes to reputations and stuff, and how one person's perceived word and objectivity to destroy somebody's image to make them look good. But like I said, it was kind of weird to me. My thing is, how the hell are you going to come into a chat and make an assumption about something that's said about us, but then when we ask the question about what it said, you say never mind and then leave the chat and then just leave the chat altogether.
You know what that's called?
What's up?
That's called telephone. And you know why? You know why telephone don't work?
Why?
Because the space between the ears of the average human being is cotton. It's filled with cotton, not brains, not anything else that's tangible. It's cotton. See, if you are trying to damage my reputation over there, then whoever you talking to, that's a slumber party. You're not doing anything to me because you ain't confronting me. And only I'm the one in control of my reputation, because what I do or don't do determines how you see me. Now, your opinion may be added into that, and you may have an opinion of me, but 9 times out of 10, I don't give a shit. So whatever you told that person over there, unless they come tell me, it doesn't apply. That's the problem. We don't give a shit about what other people got to say about us if you are not man enough to say it to us. Don't fucking matter.
Yeah. Because like you said, that's why I was reading off on that stuff about that, because anybody, it always comes down to a perceived. I ain't gonna say well, you can say it's a perceived narrative, but this is what we're talking about when words can destroy, perceptions can destroy, and it ain't the first time. Like I said earlier in the show, most of the bullshit that we tend to deal with on a weekly basis always comes right after this show. It's always when we shooting the shit. When we shoot the shit on these shows, that's where a lot of problems come in at. But when we're talking about Falcon football, it really you still get a sprinkle of that shit, but it really kind of gets magnified after we shooting our shit. So what's your thought on that? On the fact that for some reason we have a reputation that everybody's scared to tell us about.
Well, because it's like Truth said earlier today when we was in the chat. When you don't have a narrative, you have to create one.
You go.
I say it like this. I'm a complete jackass. Complete.
I think we all are.
I think everybody around us are pretty much jackasses. But the thing is, you'll never hear anybody say that Mike, Kev, Dunn totally screwed them over, where we ruined their life. You won't find it. I can say that with all honesty. I can look you in the face, okay, and tell you will never find a person that said Mike ruined my life, Kev ruined my life, Dunn ruined my life, Warren ruined my life. You won't find it. You'll get people that's in their feelings. Oh, you shouldn't have talked to me like that. Oh, you broke up with me. I wanted to get back with you. Please give me another chance. You'll find that type of shit.
Wow. 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 Wow.
I wasn't a lot of that shit, but actually ruined him.
I wasn't expecting that.
Nope.
I just had to throw that in there. I ain't gonna say who I had to throw it in
I
there.
mean, say it with your chest, why don't you?
But
I just had to throw that. I'm not gonna say who it's for, but they know who that person.
Well,
You'll see a lot of that. But the thing is, like I said, when you are who you are, people don't believe that you are who you are. Let me say that again. When you have let it be known and you're living your best life of who you are, a lot of people can't believe because in their own lives they don't know who they are. They're not confident. They haven't found themselves. So people that haven't found themselves, they can't believe that it's you actually are real. They can't believe that K Styles is really comfortable in his own. Because let me put it in another way where people can really understand. Look, I don't give a fuck about Jordans. I don't give a fuck about no Nikes. Motherfucker, I will go to Walmart and buy me some motherfucking $12 shoes, and I wear them motherfuckers like they some Jordans. Okay, I don't give a shit about any of that.
I'm doing that right now, so yeah.
I like, bro, this just how I am. I don't care about no image. That's how I am. And people cannot believe, because my family loves shopping. I don't give a fuck about no shopping. I wear a t-shirt, some Walmart, $12 Walmart shoes, some $20 Walmart pants, and I'm good, bro. And they look at you like, they looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you doing it? They cannot believe this is who you are. And that's the problem. So a lot of people try to put you into a category because personally, they are validated by buying all the Julio Jones and the Atlanta Falcons jerseys and taking pictures with people who wear the Julio Jones jersey right along with you. And me, I don't give a fuck. I want me some red and I want me a goddamn t-shirt or some jeans as a white t-shirt, some black jeans, and some red shoes. I've done it before going to the games. That's my Falcons colors, goddammit. But when you haven't found yourself, you look at other people like this can't be real. This can't be real. Because you haven't found yourself. You're not comfortable in who you are. I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't nobody got more of a unique way of dressing than this boy done on our repent. This motherfucker he would dress in some of the most unique stuff. He's comfortable in his own skin. That's just who he is. He's always been like that.
And don't give a fuck. I really don't. And I don't do it to show off. I just like to do it for myself.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't have 5 colors of Timberlands.
man, that's a car payment or a daggone bill.
Of the same shoe.
Look. So what you mean to tell me is we like for me. I get me a 6-pack of Hanes t-shirt with the goddamn pockets in it because
Hey, look. You know what? If I want some boots, I've
been shopping with we all. I'm telling y'all right now. I've been shopping with Dunn. I've been shopping with everybody. Then everybody in here, at certain stores picked up something. Hey, I got this for the game. I got this for the game. I got this for the game. We all look. We pretty much have the same taste in a lot of stuff when it comes down to like spending money and stuff like that. Like we don't care about a lot of this shit.
Listen. I don't wear no damn Timberlands. I will go on Walmart and get them Kodiak boots, and they the same damn thing. They just had a different sign on them. Fuck you
Kodiak.
Talking about? Them shits keep my feet warm, and I can look like I got some Timbs on from 50 feet away. I've
seen them. You're not lying. I've seen them do it. I've seen him do it.
Look, they look at me. You wear these? Yeah, I wear the same damn shoes. Do I have nice clothes? Yes, I do. Am I wearing them every day? No, the fuck I'm not. Cause why? It's expensive. I wear hoodies, sweats, and shoes.
For real, that's it.
I'm not. Cause my thing is, you gonna buy it? If you don't like what I'm wearing, close your eyes and turn your head.
So do you think that? So do you think that people's perception can be dictated by the fact of you not trying to conform to the majority?
Yeah. The problem with these is we have a sheep mentality. Nobody got balls enough to do their own thing. They want to do what the next person is doing because, like Mike said, you ain't found yourself. I know who I am. I like who I am. Guess what? The haircut that I'm getting now, I'll get that shit until either my hair disappears or I disappear. I'm comfortable with me. I'm not trying to impress none of y'all Negroes out here. I'm impressed at the fact that God allowed me to be almost 50 years old and still got my brains intact. I don't give a shit about nobody liking me. My kids like me.
Terry said a mouthful here. He said the most dangerous person in the world is a motherfucker happy with his or her damn self.
Thank you.
Yep.
I got my signature. Like, my dad passed away. We had a repass at the house. My uncle's like, man, what you doing with that beard on your face? It's my trademark. I'm not shaving shit. This is what people know me as.
Without his beard, man.
I have had death threats about me. You better not shave that shit off. And I went back and looked at pictures of myself. I can't believe that was you. Yes, that was me before the hair. Like I'm comfortable with being me. You know how you look. Let me tell you something. When you get comfortable with being yourself, it costs less money.
It does.
Exactly.
It does.
Yeah, I got 4 outfits in rotation. They stay clean. Guess what? I ain't spent not one dime to try to impress nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
But yeah, like you said, it sometimes you can fall victim. You can fall victim to the damage based off the insecurities of a particular group. And unfortunately, like you said, this is kind of like today's society where you have to be you have to be part of the majority.
Mm-hmm.
And people are uncomfortable with those that's not willing to be part of the majority.
Let me give y'all some free game. Okay? Cost you free 99. You want to protect your reputation? Continue to be you. Because if you continue to be you, then nobody can tell somebody else who you are.
Right.
They've been trying, you know the reason why they can't stop us? I'm gonna give you a little cheat code. You know why they can't stop Unholy Alliance? Because they can't tell nobody on here who we are. We are who we are. We are who we are every day. So you got to make up shit to keep up with shit. They don't like me because I'm snarky. Guess what? I've been snarky my entire life. That's nothing new.
Do y'all know? I'm sorry. Go ahead, one.
They don't like Mike because Mike is loud and true to his loud self. Guess what? He's been that way his whole life. They don't like Kev because Kev's been sitting back with a notepad in his head writing down all the bullshit y'all been doing since day one. And he's been that way his whole life. Don has been dressing good and eating in y'all face from the beginning. And he's not gonna stop now. So there's nothing you can tell Don about Don. Don wakes up with himself and he goes to sleep with himself.
Oh, no, not every night.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about in terms of being in your own body. Yeah, we got some days.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, we got some days you may have company. So,
Oh man.
Oh,
Nope, I don't.
but man, that's the thing. It's if you know what I'm saying, you let people talk. Because if they're talking to somebody else, they're having a conversation about them, not you. Because if you're talking about me, you got to come to me and tell me. How you gonna talk about me and I'm not even part of the conversation? Yeah. So some of y'all wearing thongs on your forehead will get that when you get home.
That's called silent critiqueness.
It's called Suck These Nuts.
In that part. And this is something I don't get. You know, do y'all remember y'all remember the Super Mario brother character Wario, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why was he created?
I just thought the creators got bored.
I just thought they needed an antagonist that had a similarity to Mario.
You know what? And that's the thing, because everybody see people who they are. If you're a smart person, you can see this person's a good person, right? But sometimes some people get kind of bored of, like we just said, Mario got kind of bored. So they need to create chaos. So that's what people do. They got to create chaos, and they create a different version of you don't even know. And you listen to like, oh, this person did this, this person did that. And you looking at, it's like, y'all know that album cover of T.I. versus T.I.P. He looking in the mirror of a different person, a different version of himself. That's the shit that you be just looking at. Like, I'm like, the hell? How? I'm this. They saying I'm this person? Can't be.
Look. That is why Eminem came up with that song, I Am Whatever You Say I Am. Because the problem is, we can only be ourselves. So however you see us, that's a personal problem. That ain't my problem. That's a personal problem on your behalf. Because here's the deal. Wherever you saw me, that's where I left you. I'm gonna say it again. For those in the back that like reverse braille. For those that see me in that light, that's where I left you. For the people that don't like Mad Mike, how you saw him, that's where he left you. That's all it is. Because if you walking with him, you're not complaining about him. That's the joke. All four of us right here on this panel walk with each other. Guess what? We're not complaining about each other. So anybody talking shit behind your back, anybody got a problem with you, but they're saying it to other people, they're mad where you left them. Because if they were walking with you, they wouldn't be talking shit about you. That's all it is.
I am whatever you say I am.
If I wasn't, then why would I say I am?
I am.
But hey, that's very interesting, right? That's a very good way of putting it.
Look at everybody that you no longer talk to. Friends, family members, exes or whatnot. What do? They talk shit about you because you no longer you left them where they are.
Because you're no longer become useful to them.
Yeah.
You essentially you are a tool of somebody else's ego.
Yeah. Yeah.
And rather that tool be something to help benefit them, rather in the physical or benefit them on the other side of things.
Well, what it is you no longer make them comfortable for being too chicken shit to change. That's the main problem. As long as if you doing bad and I'm doing bad, guess what happens? We can't tell each other nothing. The minute you start to do better, I got to hate on you now. Why? Because you make me uncomfortable. I'm not ready to change yet. You can tell me, hey, you need to change. Why? Because I'm changing myself. You don't want to have that conversation. So you tell other people you a bad guy. Or you this, you that. When in reality, you just mad that the person moved on. And your ass just stayed the same. Don't get mad, get moving.
Don't be bitter, get better.
Right.
Don't get better.
Well, yeah, you might not want to have no focus too much on me because I'm not. Once I know you hate me or you don't like me, I'm not gonna give you any type of energy. So it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time to talk shit to me. Cause I'm gonna chunk up the 2 middle fingers and keep fucking rolling.
There you go.
Keep rolling.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, whatever reasons that you don't like me, I'm gonna double those damn reasons. That you're not gonna like me.
Listen. I got a saying. If you don't like my ass, that's fine. I'm gonna give you a good show.
Because I don't like dumb. Because my thing is, and the reason why I said that, because I'm gonna double it, because I don't like dumb people. So I need dumb people way away from me. Like just yeah. Please keep your distance.
Give you even more of a reason not to like. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you dumb. Because the reason why you dumb, because you listening to somebody, whoever told you this stuff, instead of you going to the source, you just like, oh well, this person sound credible about this person that I don't know anything about for real. It don't make any sense.
Well, here's the deal. How they know me better than me? You talking shit about somebody that you really don't know about. So how are you gonna tell somebody else about me better than me?
But hate is taught. That's the thing. Hate is taught. It's a learned thing. It's like racism. It's a learned thing.
Well, basically what you said, that's the triple B's strike again.
Massengill at its finest.
The triple B's strike again.
But, and we ain't talking about the BGs either.
But yeah, that's why I said that. But like I said, that's why I said when that comment came up, and like I said, I never got a chance to address it. I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on that because it was kind of weird to me that in itself will pop up. Like I always say it like this. It's not necessary. It wouldn't be considered a reputation if the reputation is not known by the person that the reputation is about.
I don't even fucking talk to many people for people to have a reputation about me. That's the weirdest shit.
The thing is, though, in order for you, quote unquote, to establish a reputation, you have to be around people. So if I'm not around you, and you and I don't communicate, and I'm not around you, how do you know who I am?
But now you have to ask the question. Now here's the question that you have to ask now. If this said reputation, which is said about me, you, or anybody on this thing, and you just now said it, you have to be around a person.
Yeah.
So now you have to ask the question: who was around at the point in time that is the source of these quote unquote reputations? I'm talking to the people in the chat. So if these reputations exist, it's only a handful of people that's been around Mike, me, Don, and Juan.
Yep.
So if you use your common sense and you use logic on that, now you pinpoint where the source of it comes from.
Well, Kev, that goes back to what I said earlier. In order for somebody to generate a reputation or a narrative about your reputation, what is the purpose? It's because you left them where they are. If I'm walking with you, 9 times out of 10, I don't have a problem with you. because we're doing the same thing, going in the same direction. I ain't got time to be talking about you like that. Because if I'm talking about you and we're walking side by side, that's a conversation.
Yeah.
It's only talking shit when you then left somebody and they're talking behind your back. If we side by side, it's a conversation. So that's what I'm saying. People that want to talk about, try to damage your reputation, look at where they're at. And 9 times out of 10, you're left from where they are.
So in retrospect, that comment from T-Dog, Thomas Dog, whatever the hell his name is, he unfortunately gave up the source on who's the main group of people who's been stating this quote unquote reputation without saying the name. Because I always, like you said, you always say it. You just said it. You can't claim that something is said about somebody, but then when that person asks about what is said about them, you disappear from the conversation.
Yeah.
So we are. So, like I said, in on short term, we know who the fuck y'all are. Your position. Look. I say it like this. Your position got gave a long time ago. Long time ago. Your position got gave up so bad. We just toying with you at this moment.
You know what? I go one better. I'm going to congratulate you. I give you an A for effort for consistently hanging on to that, whatever you're hanging on to, over little old me. You bang up job. You got an A for consistency.
Yay.
You got an A for consistency, because the amount of rent I have collected from you living in mine, I appreciate you.
But like I said, you said the key word. You have to be around the person in order for you to speak on such things.
Right.
And like I said, and everybody that's watching, you pay attention who's been around and who's not around anymore, and they'll tell you everything you need to know about who is putting that shit out there.
Yeah. Like I said, if you're walking with me and you're talking, that's a conversation. If I walk away from you and I'm no longer around you, you're probably talking shit. Because guess what? You no longer have access to who I am. I've left you where you are.
Man, look. I wonder who's gonna be. I wonder who's gonna be offended by this episode tonight. And this shit's gonna be hilarious. So, hey, look. I got my popcorn ready. I'm gonna figure out who's gonna be the one to be offended this time.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. That like I said, they already got their little notebook ready on how they gonna tell us about ourselves, which is I find ironically funny. and I'm gonna say this with my whole chest. If you took offense to this right here, I'm talking to you.
You got shot. But we're gonna get up on out of here, y'all. Actually, it's been about 2 hours in here, man. Good God.
Yeah.
But we appreciate everybody. Like I said, you make sure you go ahead and continue to support the channels. Mad Body Sports, the Heavy Hitter Live. Make sure you go ahead and recap the Heavy Hitter Live show we had last night. Recap of the Super Bowl, 6MK Live, the ATL Sports End Game. Hey, man. This is the STS. We shooting our shit. The next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Nope.
We here to stay.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got to go home.
But got to get the hell up out of here.
Shut up. We out. Oh my God.